think driving cab it's easy, but it's not that easy, you know.
A lot of outsiders, they have a different perspective about the cab driver.
I didn't do English when I came, so it took me a while to learn English, but I need to pay the bills and have family. So to drive a cab, it's all I can do. And when I start, I like it.
Meet a lot of new people and like all from all over the world. And it's always different every day. Even though I'm driving every day the same, but it's always different people, different places. Just learning new things every day.
Just make a living like everybody else.
To be a cab driver, you have to be a psychologist too.
I work my ass off, that's all I know. Well, my name is Musa. I'm from Boston.
I was here from 80.
From Boston. I grew up in the South End area.
My whole life was born in Jamaica Plain.
Originally, I am from former Soviet Union. Now it's Ukraine.
I thought I'd be driving a taxi this long.
Since 97.
Since 1975.
But long time. Over 10 years.
My dad owned a taxi. That's how I get into the business.
My husband is a cab driver, so he tried to get me into it before, but I was afraid. I didn't, like, I would drive as a regular person, but I wouldn't drive as a cab driver. Because right now I know all these routes. I never been through it, even though I live in Boston all my life, you know?
To become a Hackney driver, you have to actually go to the Boston police. Like I said, you have to fill out forms. They do all kinds of background checks. They do fingerprinting. And then at that point, there's a special class that they take.
You have to go to class for a week, like 9 to 5 for a whole week. And then you have to pass this geography test.
They take a test, they pass, and they get their Hackney license.
A license, then you try to find a cab that's for hire, and people try to rent it out.
The main thing is just word of mouth, is asking somebody, do you know anybody? And a lot of times they'll call me. I know a lot of fleet owners. I give them different numbers and tell them to go on their own and search. But I have a list right now of 30 guys that I'm trying to help out.
Well, I was on the waiting list for almost 3 years before they start teaching the cab lessons, the cab schools and stuff.
Yeah, it's like liquor licenses. They only allow a certain amount. And right now there's a lot of licenses and just not enough work in the city for everybody.
After 9/11, it was really bad. But gradually it's picked up. It's not as where it was before that. You know, a lot of people are unemployed. You know, a lot of people aren't working. You're not working, you're not taking taxes. We feel it like everybody else does, you know? So what happens is you work more hours. You don't make it as much, you have to work more hours. You know, if it gets slower, then I'd have to probably work 100 hours a week. Right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Whenever you start driving, you know, you have to, the first part of the money is not for you, it's for the cab and gas, you know? And after that, if you don't make nothing, that's mean you won't take nothing home.
They pay me a radio fee, they have to pay their car insurance, they have to pay, sometimes they're buying the cars, they have to pay financing on the car. If the car breaks down, they're responsible for that.
Always hustle, you know, because you have to, this is a tough job, you have to hustle to get that money.
It's 12-hour shifts, and Sunday and Monday I do 36 hours straight. Wow. And I'm off Saturday, on 1 day off.
I work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I start in the morning and then go home at 4, spend like 3 hours at home, and then, you know, then go back at 7 to 12, you know.
I don't like long hours you work. Nobody does like it. I would like to work 8 hours and make the same money as I make for 15 hours. More money hourly, but it doesn't work this way.
I have a schedule. I start, when it's time to finish, I'm done. I don't care about money. Home.
They drive at least 12 hours a day. Most of them, they have a problem, health problem.
Sitting on your back all day is not that easy, you know.
I don't sit all day. No. I take my break. You know.
Yeah.
I take good care of my body. No. I never have any problem with my health.
Like I have a sciatic nerve. I was just at the doctor's yesterday about my hip. I have to go Saturday for x-rays on my hip, my left side. You know, sitting in a taxi all these years.
It's one thing I keep under control. Good control. My health.
You got more freedom to take your, you know, whenever you want to take your vacation, you know, stuff like that. You can choose how many weeks you want to take. So it's not like you go to a job, so you have to tell your boss, so you want to take 2-3 weeks. They said no, you have to get 1 week, you know.
I like working with people.
Yeah.
I like talking to people, yeah.
And some of them, they just make you love the business. I met some wonderful people.
Yeah, they're very conservative. They're very nice. Some.
There are some people who make you want to quit one day you want to quit, and the next day, so you find some good people who make you feel like it's the right job for you, you know.
You just enjoy some people. You just want them. Usually it's a long ride. And some of them you wish just to pay them and won't get off from your camera.
I've had some crazy things happen in my taxi.
They puke in your car, you know.
Girls having sex. Guys, you know.
Sometimes some guys been arrested in my cab.
I know it's part of the job, but hey, at least somebody could have said, all right, cab driver, pull over, you know? Don't tell me because you're drunk you can do whatever you want, you know exactly what you do. Just tell cab driver to pull over and then do your thing outside, but not in the cab, because whenever they do that in the cab, it's going to be like 2 weeks to a month, even if you clean it, you know?
2 guys sit in the cab, and we went to South End, and we went to Roxbury. Every time they got out, they come back and say, don't worry, we make a couple stops. Then it was undercover police, it was not really police. And this car was following, and when they come, they run and they open the door in the cab and they pop! That was them.
I drive my taxi, this was when I was working nights. To me, I just want to take them, I don't care what they do in my taxi, you know what I mean? I just stay out of trouble. Take them where they're going, they pay me. Then you get in my cab, and if they want to kiss each other, you know, I just go like this.
Nothing to do with them, but the good part is, when they arrested, they turned to me and said, how much is on the meter? I don't remember, I said, 20. She said to one of these guys, pay to cabby. And the guy paid me. They said, you can go.
You have to deal with all kind of people, and you have to control your temper too. Because people will attack you, they will say bad words to you, they will say whatever to you, just to make you go off. But you have to control yourself, you know?
The main thing was, I get a lot of complaints on is that they think the cab drivers joyriding around the city.
Right.
And like I mentioned before, these guys wake up 3, 4 in the morning. They get a report from different groups and different drivers throughout the city of what's going on at this part, traffic, if construction, something's closed down, if there's an accident. These guys really communicate a lot of times first thing in the morning before we even know what's going on.
When people are in the rush, they get mad when we can't get to that place, you know. We're just a driver, we're getting to you point A to point B. We're not, you know, a superpower car that we can skip all the traffic. So, I hope people understand that, you know. We're all cab drivers trying to make a living out there. We're not Superman or Superwoman.
The hard time is with the credit cards. You know, there's no taxi driver in the city that likes the credit card system because we lose money.
Pay you with credit card, you have to wait like 2 to 3 days to get that money. And they're gonna take like 6% out of it. And plus when we went to that ATM, so to get that money, they're gonna take 150. And then we have to pay the card with cash, you know.
You know, I used to love driving a taxi, but now I hate it because they have all this stuff installed in the taxis, and it's they're trying to get into your personal business. You know, people say, well, I want to pay with a credit card. You know, a lot of us will say, well, we prefer cash, but if you don't have the cash, you use the credit card.
Right.
You know, we'll try to do it in a nice way.
Any store would have a credit card machine. They would have to pay a percentage of it. This is your own business, you know. You rather have $1 than nothing.
I had a lady last week that took a cab for $3.40, and she wanted to use a credit card. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, just get out of the cab and have a nice day. Don't even bother swiping the card."
A lot of people think cab drivers making millions, but it is not, you know. It's not that way.
I cannot live in Back Bay. It's too expensive for me, but I live in West Roxbury, and I'm very happy.
I could survive. Could pay my bill, take care of my business. I'm not rich, but I'm happy. That's what I'm looking for, happiness.
You have to enjoy what you do. You can't hate your job. If you hate your job, then just no use. You make everybody miserable.
It's not like I enjoy it, but it's my job, so you know, I gotta take it serious, you know. You pay my bill, so I gotta do it the right way.
Aggravating, you know, it's like any job. You know, a lot of jobs are aggravating, but you gotta work, you know. You don't have money, you can't do anything. I'm too old to do anything else.
I've given myself 3 years and then probably find a better job.
That's my story. All right, shut that off. You want to smoke a joint now?